What's up, y'all? I'm Sheila J, and welcome to the Diva Dish. This episode is all about the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're at episode 6, season 6, the land of the free, the home of the shade. Gizelle, were you given an extra maybe $10,000 to be extra petty this season? I think you were. But before we get into this episode, if you've been to my channel before, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop a new video. Now let's get into it. Okay, so it basically starts where it stopped last episode. Karen and Gizelle still going back and forth, but you know, I gotta give Gizelle credit. She brought out some valid points. You know, basically Karen's claiming that she's upset because Gizelle said that Ray would be in the grave before her beauty faded. I mean, Karen, he is old. I get it. That's your husband, I guess. Giselle has some valid points. Giselle said what you said. Basically, I mean, if you were offended, I'm sorry. But you know what I mean, that Ray was going to be in no grave. I'm not wishing no early death on your husband. But you, on the other hand, have lied this season saying that I was a hoe at Hampton, I was broke and a slut, which wasn't true, that I was at Sing Sing. You don't even know what the hell it is. Then you also said that Jamal had a baby on me at the reunion. That was just last season. So basically, you went to shit. Joke's on you. Anyways, Candace was very mature. She was like, you know, Karen, Gizelle, basically the both of you need to talk to each other. Nothing's ever solved in a group, and she's right. And yeah, let's just stop. It's stupid. So she's like, all right, everybody get up. We're going to go to our rooms, get ready for dinner. Okay. So she ushers Scala and Wendy and Karen to the cottage. It was cute. Everybody's getting ready for dinner. So everybody's getting ready, looking cute, you know, talking to their significant others. And Wendy comes downstairs, baby. She got on this new Versace bustier, got the braids up in a bun. She looked gorgeous. She really did. Got her new Happy and Nest outfit, you know, new titties up to her neck, child. But she looked cute. So they get to the main house, and Gizelle and Robin are upstairs chit-chatting. And Gizelle is talking about, you know, I really think, here comes the mess, that Wendy is overcompensating because this rumor was out, and to her and Robin's credit, she did say, I don't believe it, that Eddie was cheating on Wendy with the white counterpart at his job. And Robin said the same thing. She was like, you know, I don't believe it. But even just the hint of that kind of smoke will send any woman, or could send any woman, into a bit of insecurity. You know, them feeling like they need to get themselves more together. But Wendy was sexy last episode. Yeah, she was. She was, you know, she wore bodycon dresses all last season. She was saying no ass. She wore a little snakeskin jumpsuit, child, skin tight. Everything she wore was tight. So don't act like Wendy ain't never been about showing that body, because she has. I mean, she might look like a little boy, but she was still showing them little snake hips, child. Moving on. So this next scene, we cut to the Darby's. Ashley's there with Michael, sitting there looking like Gollum, my precious. With the two little babies, cute. And she's talking about calling the night nurse. Girl, call the night nurse. You can afford it. And also talk to your husband about getting you a house. You tired of going up that goddamn elevator every day? I would be. Get a house. I don't give a fuck if he built it or not. Get him to build you a house. Okay? Anyway, so they're having pictures taken. And she's talking to Michael about feeling excited about Robin coming over. I'm not Robin, child. She's excited about, you know, Gizelle. When she came over, she was, you know, surprised she was able to muster up enough energy to be excited, you know, whatever. And she tells him that she wants to go to Williamsburg. And of course, he's like, ooh, yes, go, you know. So then she says, you know, Gizelle, she's single now. You know, she wants to meet a new guy. Can you fix him up with anybody? What's Juan doing? You need an apple. No, ain't no apple. What they hold? Champagne glass? Whatever the hell they hold, Michael, you need one. Because you are as big of a bitch and just as petty and messy as the rest of these tramps. For real. Juan? You know, I told you she's not going to marry Juan. How you know? But how you gonna set him up with Giselle when you want him to be your boyfriend? Moving on. So everybody gets to the main house. They're getting ready to go to dinner. And Robin and Giselle upstairs talking, holding court, child. Wendy walks upstairs and she's like, what y'all talking about? Nothing. They're like two kids, child, hunching, and mama come upstairs. I don't know why I said that, but hey, you be like, nothing. Nothing at all. And Wendy like, we didn't miss much. No. So they all go downstairs. Candace is being such a gracious host, child. She's got gifts for the girls. They pull out these robes. Everybody's like, cool, it's true, you can never have enough robes. And then they pull out these latex looking black things. Not that it's not a candy converter's party, child. And they're swim hats. So the first lady's like, what the hell is this? It's a condom. It's like y'all trying to say we got some big ass heads because they were pretty big. Y'all can see, I might not have big heads, but y'all got some big weaves, child. Wigs, all this to go up under there. I get it. Look at this. Okay, I get it. So anyway, she's like, no, Giselle's going to teach a class on swimming. You can have some swim aerobics or whatever, right? Cool. All right. So everybody gets in the car and we go to dinner. Moving on. So we get to the restaurant, everybody sits down, they're eating, everybody looking real cute. And so Candace goes in and she's like, talking about her mom, about how she feels about Chris being her husbander. And Giselle is like, so is Chris getting paid? None of your business. But Candace was like, in love and affection. Oh, so basically you're giving him booty. Yes, and that's her business. Moving on. So then she's like, yeah. And then Giselle was like, I understand what you're saying, about him being your husband or whatever, but you don't want to ever resent him, because you getting your hustle and he's not really getting his hustle on. But my take, it's all business. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're married. We're a couple. We're a pair. I know you've only been married once. Seemed like your relationship's been real rocky. Maybe you got intimacy issues, Giselle. I don't know. But a lot of married couples work that way. A lot of partnerships work that way. You know what I'm saying? And Candace was real strong. She stood up in it. She was like, listen, if I felt like he was that type of man where, I'm going to be making all the money and he's not doing anything, I wouldn't have married him. I ain't mad at you. Moving on. To the point this caller was like, so what are you saying, Giselle? Are you saying that because they're partners or because he's managing her, you think that's going to cause problems in their marriage? She's going to resent him? And Giselle goes, I think that's on her coattails. I think you're full of mess. I think you're a hater and I think you got problems. Anybody who always sees the bad in everything. I mean, granted, you did give Mia some kudos last episode, but only after you heard the poor child and been in foster care and been through all kinds of mess. It's like, Giselle, people go through stuff. It doesn't make them bad. And you pointing it out, I don't know what you're trying to do, trying to be mom or whatever, but it makes me not like you. And it makes people not want to tell you anything. Oh, Lord, your poor children. Moving on. So then it goes to Robin. Robin's like, yeah, I'm going through I don't know if it's a depression thing. Giselle. So Robin, do you feel like maybe you're being lazy or are you just unmotivated? She's like, you know what, Robin, it really just sounds like maybe you have some kind of seasonal depression. And I understand that. She wasn't coming from a super critical point of view. It was more like I can relate, which puts people at ease and makes them want to talk to you because they're relatable, Giselle. So, yeah. So she's like, yeah. And then Giselle, nobody wants to, your fine ass man. Still call my man fine. Robin like Candy, don't talk about my man. Don't do it, okay? So Robin's like, No, Gizelle's like, no man wants a lazy woman. Mm. And from your many relationships. But you be doing the most. And they still don't want your dumb ass. So, moving on. So then, Gizelle's like, what about your children? Are you taking care of your children? We're best friends. And I ain't mad at you about asking me about that. Because if you're my best friend, then you love me and you love my kids. So I get that point of view. But you gonna ask me that in front of everybody? Really? So then Ascala, I like you. Ascala was like, you know what, Giselle? I want to hear about you and Jamal. What's up with y'all? No, I'm not going to do that. You're not going to do what? Talk about your shit? The way you like to put everybody else on blast? You're not doing that, really? Convenient. And Wendy was like, you know what, Giselle? That's not fair. You round here pointing your lasers, your green lasers, at everybody. And green is the color of love, y'all. Where is it? Where is it, Giselle? But yeah, so she's like, I want to hear about you and Jamal. And Giselle's like, no, I'm not talking about that with her here. Pointing to Karen. Called her a troll. Takes one to know one. Giselle was like, if you want to talk one-on-one with me about Jamal, who lives in your phone, we can do that. Candace was like, I want to be there. Me too, Candace. So, yeah. So then Wendy chimes in and said, you know what, Giselle, that's not fair. You asking everybody's questions. Then Giselle turns the green eyes. Dead set on Wendy. So, Wendy, you know what? We've noticed, and Robin and I have talked about it. Robin, Giselle is not a bad man or a bad woman. She's just an old, dried up city woman, child. Be gone. You still got plenty of good years and a fine ass man, husband. Go on about your life, child. Anyway, so, Giselle's like, we noticed last season you were so much more reserved, It's like you had more, I don't know, substance. So, of course, Wendy goes on defense. And it kind of shocked me because Wendy always appeared very secure in who she was. I kind of felt like maybe there were a few little insecurity issues because she was always bringing up this, her degree show and her accolades and accomplishments. But I felt like she was secure in, what she brought to the table, and she was pressed. And basically she was like, you're taking away, that's triggering, especially to a career woman. No, it's triggering to you because clearly you're insecure about it. Because here's the thing, Wendy. If you were standing up in your ish and the bad bitch that you are, just by being yourself, just by being a child of God, being a bad bitch. Because as a child of God, even if you were in a coma over there, because the potential is still in you to be great, you would still be great. This is like me walking somewhere with my back to somebody and somebody saying, hey, white girl, I wouldn't turn around. You know why? Because I'm not white. So if somebody says that you have no substance, why are you pressed? Because you know you have substance. And I'm not saying you're bad, but when you know your ish, you can stand up in your ish. You know what I'm saying? And maybe this is something that you can look at in yourself. Like, ooh, that stung. I need to do some self-love, some mirror work, some, meditation so I can build that back up or build it up more. We all got our areas that we need to work in. So this is no hate. it's just trifling bitches like Giselle will hone in on stuff like that. You know why? Because they are toxic and scarred, and they see it in others, unfortunately. So basically, Giselle flipped it like the fucking narcissist she is. Was like, I can't ask you a question. I'm just saying I don't understand it. It was because at the end of the day, if you're defensive and snappy back, it does make you look insecure, which is not a bad thing. It's a human thing. Yeah, so we get back to the big house, and of course, everybody had a few cocktails. And Giselle, Robin, Mia, and Candace are back in their room, or their, rooms in the big house. And Wendy, Escala, and Karen go back to the cottage. And it cuts to, before they go to commercial break, Robin and Giselle up in their room talking. Giselle's still going on. And you can tell Robin had it. Because she was like something like, I'm going to ask what I want. I'm going to do what I want. Just like I was talking to you about one. And you can tell Robin was like, you have one more time to bring up my man. About me being lazy or throwing what I say to you as my friend back in my face. It's some bullshit. Moving on. So we jump to the next morning. And, Mia's on the phone with her husband, talking to her kids, telling her husband she's got to check her emails. And Candace is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because baby Chris was like, Ike. Okay, like, tune up. You got 2 videos to shoot when we get back. And see, they're spending their own coins on this. This is an independent contract, self-funded. I really hope you get a really fat, nice ROI on this. Big time, Candace, I'm sure you will. I mean, you're talented, very talented. Now, my take on it, I think you would be better suited for Broadway. I ain't gonna do you like Phaedra, run you down, telling you you need to be a folk singer or gospel singer. Okay, you ain't there. But yeah, I hope it goes well for you. I think you're super talented, super beautiful. I think you're a really sweet girl. So she's practicing her moves, baby, on the pier with her bonnet on and her lashes shine. She's like, I got to work. I got Ike to go home too. You don't want him saying I'm a fine your ass, okay? Moving on. So then it cuts to Wendy and Karen in the cottage. And, Wendy comes down. She's a little more reserved. She has on like this little bra top thingy, mohair. What season is it, y'all? I mean, I know we up northeast, but y'all, them summers in goddamn DC and on that East Coast, girl, they hot. Anyway, maybe it's fall, I don't know. But anyway, she had like this mohair, like a cream or white bra top with the little mohair pants, style, and the shrug. So, Karen's behind her. They're walking downstairs, and she's like, girl, you gotta turn. They're being dramatic, cute. So then they sit down, and you can tell Wendy's in her bag. And she's basically like, Karen's like, what's going on? I can tell, I can tell you're a little bit more reserved. Why? And, Wendy was like, nah, I just want to wear this. She said, I just got the phone with my kid. I can tell she was trying to deflect. She was like, I was just on the phone with my kids and Eddie, and, I miss them. She was getting misty. And Karen was like, why are you dressed like this? Do not let that gremlin, change your flow. You're a beautiful, beautiful woman. Stop. In tears. Hurt dogs. Holla, Wendy. But I'm glad she was vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Giselle's a bitch. She is a total bitch for doing you like that. Bringing it up. I mean, I get it. It's a show. It's part of what goes on. But, They showed the previews. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. Karen, whoever does your... The fuck? Karen, whoever does your makeup, whoever does your work, whoever styles you, I want to be like you. I'm 44. If I can look like that, I don't know how old you are. But, girl, Karen looked damn good. That neck is tight, Giselle. Take note. You look a mess. And I'm sure Karen probably got a good 5, 6, 7, 8 years on you. And I'm just guessing it's not because she looks older than you, but she definitely looks more preserved, more put together. Go on, Karen. Amen. Now, I do think you're being petty for this whole braid thing. But just go and tell Giselle why you mad. For real. It's because of that text crap, and I get it. It was low. It was. But y'all done got to, they ran down them arguments between Giselle and Karen. Baby, they done got arguing in hotel lobbies to the point Karen just was like, y'all are too old to be arguing in this lobby with all these white people looking at y'all. Stop. Moving on. Yeah, so that's pretty much how this episode ended. You know, Giselle and Wendy, child. Next episode, Giselle and Wendy. I see Wendy getting Giselle all the way together. Like, whew. Because Giselle gonna bring up this whole Eddie thing. Wendy too. Don't talk about my man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Cannot wait for next episode because it looks like it's really going to be some getting togethering of Giselle, and you had it coming. You got it coming. I mean, you were completely annihilated last reunion. I mean, like, they left nothing of your head. Nothing. Not even neck. They got rid of that badass neck too. Girl, I want to like you a lot, but every time I turn, you're just doing something so messy and bossy and bully tease. I don't like it. Alright, so yeah, once again, if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, join the Dish Mob, and smash that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop a new video. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.